Hello gentle viewers, this is Subindian, welcoming you to a special Let's Play of Workers and Resources, the Soviet Republic. Before we begin, a tip of the hat to 3 Division, or 3rd Division, particularly Peter Adamczyk, who was kind enough to give me a key code to try this game out, which is currently in early access on Steam for $24.99 US. Workers and Resources Soviet Republic is a city building game, but it works a little differently than most city building games. Let's go and start a brand new game. I have messed with this a little bit since I got it. I'm not sure I've got all the kings worked out, but we'll work on it. I see, so this so we can get a... Okay. So we're going to start with a blank map. And we're going to do this because I think it's a little bit easier to play the game when you don't have people to worry about in the start. There are different settings you can set to make the game harder or easier. I'm still very new to the game. I do want to turn on global events just for fun. Oh, you can't. Not yet. You can choose the year you start in. 70, 60, or 80. And we'll go ahead and use simple education. Right, so let's just go ahead and dive in. And so there you go. Although this game is billed as a real-time strategy game, it's important for you to know that you can pause it. I didn't know that when I first started playing, and it can get quite hectic. The UI is very Spartan, which fits really well with the Soviet theme in my opinion. I really like the music too. Oh, I didn't even know this was here. This tells us all the buildings we have in the place. Cool. So what makes this game different is, although you can see currency up here, both in dollars and in rubles, the purpose of the game is not to make money. It's instead to be self-sufficient by generating resources. One other thing I really like about the way this game is designed, definitely show the wireframe. Never don't have that checked. If you have auto build unclicked, it'll let you plan things, and I think we're going to try that this time. Anyway, in many cases, you'll see the same buildings in multiple places. So you can see here, you can get all the way up to plastics, which is kind of an endgame tech. But the first thing we need is we need somewhere that people can live. You'll notice different types of buildings offer different storage capacity, cost different amounts of time, so on and so forth. We're going to start with a fairly good sized block of flats. One thing I do not like, I do not love that you can't zoom in when you are building. At least I haven't found a way that you can. And we're going to put this right here. Oh, that's why its auto build is off. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have to use money to actually build that up, but that's fine. The next thing our people are going to need is they're going to need somewhere they can eat. Now, we're going to put it right there. And then finally, we're going to need to become self-sufficient in food. So let's go ahead and get ourselves... you need both a field and a farm in order to produce goods. Now, one thing you definitely would want to know that I did not know the first time I played it, you are somewhat limited in how long your factory connections can be. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Which is, I think, one of the biggest failings of the game, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Ugh. We're going to have to build a long road no matter what. Unless I build it on the other side. But see, the thing is, I have to make sure the factory connections face each other if this is really going to be effective. Cool design feature. I can hold down... I need a free excavator in the depot or construction office. Oh, because we're not auto building. Right. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to need is we're going to need a field that people can go to. And ideally we want the field to be easily reachable from the, from both the home... Yes, this way. Okay, so here we've built a very, very simple... And then we're going to go ahead and fund it from rubles. And fund it from rubles. Okay. So we've got things... Oh, we can name our city. Let us name it the Glorious Republic of India. Yeah, we will. Okay. So let's unpause the game. Big note to the developer. I hate not having a hotkey to increase speed and pause the game. Like, literally no key pauses the game. And that's very frustrating to me. But, it is what it is. We'll live. Okay, we're working on building the farm. This is where our workers are going to be living. Several people don't have jobs. We will get there. Oh, we haven't built any roads yet. Whoopsie. That's why no one has a job, because no one can get anywhere they want to go. So you can see there are various degrees of roads. Okay. Okay, and then the last thing we need is a way for people to get from their glorious homes. I know, if you like straight roads, I'm horrible at that in this game. And then we need our factory connections. Okay. Connections. Here we go. Oh, right. We're gonna have to build around it, aren't we? This is what I mean. This is the one thing I found extremely frustrating. That. Right there. That. The too long bullshit. I wasn't wanting to be this negative about the game so early, but it's so frustrating because the entire game depends on it. And they really don't do a great job of explaining how long you can and can't make them. That is not something that I should be forced to figure out as a player. You should tell me. And that's really one of the things that holds the game back for me. I know I'm being awfully opinionated, but hopefully that's why you're watching this video, so that you can make up your own mind based on the footage. But there's some aspects of the game I think are really, really slick, and I really like them. And this is just so dumb. Alright, let's build it here. Especially because the game doesn't work at all if you don't have factory connections. There we go. Now let's get our roads built. I know part of the problem is I know I'm doing a shitty job with planning out the roads. One feature I do like, I like this one here, which shows all the places that they can reach on foot. Okay, here comes the road, here comes the grocery store, and then if we click this, they can get to the farm, they can get there nowhere else. Which is unfortunate. We're gonna have to work on that. Oh, footpaths are different. That's kind of neat. I don't like it though. I'd rather do roads. I'm sure there's a great utility to footpaths, but I haven't found them yet. And I think roads are just better. Come on, really? The building is not in the bloody way. There we go. Alright, we finally got our road network, as crude as it is, set up. And now we unpause. We'll quickly check. Why can you only reach the one place on foot? Why can't you go? I don't know if this is just a thing where you just don't feel like doing it. Maybe what we need to do is we need to build a vehicle depot, so that people can drive where they need to go. Where are you under? Probably under roads, actually. No, that's a pipeline. So how many people right now? Yeah, 13 people are unemployed, because literally the only people here are working in this. Where are people working? Oh, you know what it might be? It might be the fact that, yeah, we don't have vehicles. Okay. So we're going to want a harvester. We need that. We're going to need a tractor. We have the lovely Belarusian tractor, which is bigger and faster, but also more expensive. So we're going to take the more expensive one, and then we're going to build an actual truck. You want something super huge. Here we go. 6 tons of crops. Perfect. Okay, now we've got this farm working, but again, people can't actually walk there because it's too far away. So we need a vehicle depot. Is it under storage? No. We are going to want storage for the grain here, not too long a time. But that's not what I'm concerned about. What I am concerned about is figuring out... Oh, that's cool. We have lovely little monuments we can add. I like that. It really helps with the theme. Platforms and terminals. We are eventually going to need a construction office if we're not just going to want to spend money. But I don't think we're there yet. I saw it earlier. Which one is it under? Other common building. A road cargo station. Okay. It's also not always clear what a building actually does. I mean, I guess we could just do like a bus platform. I've never tried this before. I don't actually know how it works. Oh, you know what it might be? It might actually need, I'm just gonna see how this works. I haven't played this game enough to know how everything works perfectly. So we're gonna see if this solves our transportation issue or not. Yeah, people are literally just walking to the store and nowhere else. Oh, here we go. Here's some people going to the bus station. Oh, I guess we actually need to buy some buses, don't we? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the game, and we're going to try building a road out the other end. Why are you doing that? No, that's stupid. Okay, stop. One other thing this game could definitely use is a quality tutorial. I think is mandatory. And I'm just gonna get rid of that little chunk. God damn it! You suck so much. Oh dear. All right. So let's tell people you should work at the farm. Okay, so that'll take them. Now let's see how this works. Do I literally have no buses? I think I literally have no buses. Come on, guys. So how do I build buses? That would be lovely to know. Could you tell me, please? Or at least give me a search feature, so I can find out where these stupid vehicles might be placed. Because I can't figure out if there's no buses because I don't have any, or there's no buses because there's no road connection. So let's try something ridiculous and just build this giant road off the back of it that leads out to the farm. Alright. Nope, people are still just sitting here waiting. Oh, people can finally walk there now. I don't know why they couldn't before. But sure, I'll take the fact that they can walk there now. Alright, stuff's getting done now. So we have a little... we will actually have to buy food for them until we get our first crop in. Because this is going to take some time to grow and be ready to go. So the next thing we need is we need somewhere else for people to work. Like, I don't see buses leaving here, so I don't know if that means there are no buses yet, or... And if so, how we get them. Maybe... Here you go. Why should I build footpaths? I see. Okay. That's pretty cool. Conveyors. Let's see factory connections here. Okay. How do I upgrade roads? Oh, okay, just do over it. Okay. How to get... No. Transportation, here we go. Oh, this doesn't help. Okay, so I guess this literally just means that they are getting transported, we just can't see it. Okay. I guess that's fine. We do need another job, though. Because our people will not be satisfied if they cannot find things to do with their time. So we're going to make a woodcutting industry. And then we're going to build a sawmill. Okay. You may be wondering, why does this have two? Because one thing it's going to need to do is transport goods somewhere for sale, for export. Okay. So let's get our factory connections done. And then, this is the sawmill, right? So let's go ahead and build... what stores boards? Open storage can do it. Let's do that then. Okay, and we're gonna do it like this. Oh, sorry, we need to flatten the terrain out first. Okay. So let's get ourselves our factory connection here. And then let's get our roads. You know, maybe this is the time to use footpaths. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Now, the only problem is we don't have roads, which means we are not going to be able to use vehicles, which we definitely want to be able to do. Oh, I see the issue. Okay, so which means I can't actually use trucks, unless maybe I bend them around this way? I really don't like the road placement restrictions. It makes life a lot harder. There we go. Yeah, we actually can't build a road here. We can't get one off of the... That's irritating. I guess we'll just have to live with it for now, though. And we're going to go ahead and get you a couple of vehicles to help transport your trees. Let's get this, this logger. Okay. So we've got a nice little bit of industry here. People need jobs, which we are trying to fix. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some wood just so they have something to do with their time right now. Eventually we'll be self-sufficient, but for right now, I just want to make sure that we've got places that people can work. So what this should mean is when wood is sawed here, it should immediately be transported to the factory. Oh wow, we just burned through that wood. Yeah, what we're doing, I think, is as we're... Let's get more vehicles. So we can increase our ability to transport the wood. And I think the last thing we're going to build for right now is a construction office. We've unlocked a new vehicle type. Oh, this is how we get buses. That makes no sense at all, but hey, at least I know we have it. There's all these different vehicles. Alright. So here's our buses now. That's pretty cool. We didn't have that before. Why you would build them with a construction office, though, I'm not sure. That's very confusing to me. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm not quite sure what to do about this, but at least we have a bus now, so that's fun. I think right now, because people can walk there, they're not using the bus, which is fine. Yeah, our problem right now is we're instantly basically turning them into boards. Okay, so the last step in our magical mystery tour of just giving you a brief overview of the game is going to be we're going to need to build a warehouse. Because warehouses are where stuff turns into money. Can we get an excavator? Or is that not what you use to flatten stuff? Oh, maybe we need a bulldozer too. Let's get a warehouse. first step, let's make sure we get the road here. Second step, we need to get the factory connection. And here, again, we reach the irritating part. Which is that, because of the stupid factory connection system, there's literally no way for me to get goods from here to the warehouse to be exported. I wonder what this has to say about exporting resources. Like, how do we export? Oh, here we go. It's under the roads category. That doesn't make any sense, but sure. That's good to know, I guess. Like, it isn't clear to me right now how we export, unless it just automatically happens once the building's full. Which is maybe what happens. I don't know. Okay. So what can we do to make people happier? Alright. We still have people that are unemployed. If we get gravel, actually. I see. First we need the quarry. Oh, what's using me the... Let me use the left mouse button to, like... There we go. Give me a gravel road. Well, for right now, I can just build footpaths. It's not building it for whatever reason. Let's go ahead and buy another excavator. And then do I need a vehicle over here? Production stopped. No vehicle ready to load stone. Or no conveyor connection. I guess we do a conveyor belt? Okay, this is not at all clear to me. Oh, you know, we might just need a loading depot. That might be the issue. There we go. Oh, this has to be connected to the freaking factories, too. This is so stupid. Okay, look. I think this is about as good a place to stop as any, because to be honest with you, I'm losing interest. There's a lot of promise in this game, and it is an early access, so I'm going to withhold some of my harshest judgment. But I do think this game needs to be a great deal more user-friendly. Factory connections have to be clearer. It has to be. I should know what I have to do to accomplish something right away. You give buildings to the player without explaining to him this is what the building is used for. Even a tooltip for some of these buildings. I get that they're supposed to be self-explanatory, right? I get that. But it's just so frustrating. Like, this problem here. It says no connection to warehouses or factories. And yet, if I look at the factory connection window, I legitimately can't connect it. So what the hell? What's the point? How can you tell me I need to connect something and then not let me connect it? It doesn't make any sense. And there is totally a connection. You just get in the damn truck and drive. That's the whole point of having a truck. It's like this. No vehicle ready to load stone. I have a mechanism. What do I use to load stone? How do I get goods from one place to another? The information is in there. It's in the help menu. But it doesn't make sense that I have to dig through several help menus to find out something as simple as how do I make my quarry work. I think the game has promise. I love the theme. The music's great. And I like what they're going for here. But I also think there's too much that needs to be made clearer to the player. And for the love of no God, please let me make straight roads without having to curve all of them because you don't have a straight road tool, like City Skyline says. I could see getting into this if a few improvements are made. An improved user interface, improved tutorial, things like that I think would all be tremendously helpful. Let's see what happens when we get full of boards. And seriously, I should not have to click to change what speed I'm on. That's a bit silly. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been kind of a let's try sort of thing. Overall, I'm cautiously optimistic about the game. I think the beginning here looks pretty good. If they make the improvements, this definitely has a specific niche to fill that right now isn't being filled. But you can make up your own mind. I will put a link down below in the description so you can purchase the game if you so desire. But for now, though, do leave some comments down below. Let me know if you'd like to see more workers and resources of the Soviet Republic. Maybe when it becomes a little bit more polished. But until next time, this has been Davindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you, Dobry dien, tovarищ.